All right, hey everyone. Welcome back to another trade recap. I don't know about you guys, but I was worried about the day overall. Markets have been a little crazy lately. There's been big sell-offs, and Jerome Powell just spoke yesterday. So, I was planning to keep my accounts closed with the amount of losses we have and just take a look maybe next month and hope that things are back to normal. In any case, there were some trades that were possible today. One of them that I did, really only one today, was on the ticker EYES. It came out with some really good news around FDA approval, and the volume was just absolutely insane today. So I wasn't looking at it. Mostly I was just looking at my own portfolio. A lot of it's crypto these days, but the volume was just too much to ignore, and I want to just recap the one trade that I saw and the one opportunity. So I missed most of the trading day, just being at home looking after the kids most of the day. But we can see that this stock just absolutely ripped from $1.40 all the way up to nearly $10, $9.89. And now we're leveling out at about $5 or so. So anyway, when I opened up my computer, it was already about 2:30 or so in the afternoon. I was just kind of looking at this and wondering if we are about to make another move. So where I noticed us when I first opened this was we were kind of around this time frame here, around 2:30. So we've just gone through a couple of drastic price movements. The percentages in here are ridiculous. I mean, going from $6 up to $8 is just a phenomenal amount of gain if that were possible. So anyhow, when I looked at this chart just quickly, not knowing anything about the stock, I mean, I haven't even read the news. All I saw was a ping on my volume scanner, and this is a low float stock. It only has 23 million shares in total. Not to, obviously the float is way less than that, but that's just the shares. And the volume traded, I think when I first looked, it was already at 5 or 600 million. So just insane volume. So anyway, my usual strategies involve trying to look for lower, newer, higher lows and higher highs so that we have confirmation of price movement in the direction. But for this one, I traded the breakout. Not my usual favorite because I do get faked out a lot, meaning I don't. If I try to play the breakout, often the price goes in the opposite direction. But there were a couple of reasons why I thought this trade had a good probability of working out. So first of all, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. We can take a closer look. I'm just going to go back to where I was looking at it at the time. So when I just opened up the computer, again, I was kind of around here around 2:30 in the afternoon. So I had seen already that we've gotten a higher low. We've made new higher highs. So I was feeling optimistic maybe the stock is due for a rebound a little bit after so much selling pressure during the day. Also, a lot of the indicators just in general, like Nasdaq, had started to switch to green, so things were starting to come back anyway. So it's just a general optimism overall with the market. What I noticed is that there was a nice kind of cup pattern here. So you can see that the price kind of drops down and it goes back up, but it wasn't really able to exceed the last high over here. So this is kind of a cup formation, roughly speaking. And then there's a handle forming, meaning that, we have another kind of push to see if we can get above that previous high over here. So, just quickly, I looked at the chart. I saw that we're maybe heading back up again based on the fact that we've got this new higher low. I started to watch just at the 1 minute time frame and I just zoomed in a lot, kind of like I'm doing here, and wanted to see what will happen. So first thing I did is just draw a price line. So just to make it easy, I drew a line across like this. And then what I was looking for is hopefully that we can break out past that line. So around this candle, I was getting excited because we are exceeding the prior high over here. I was thinking, okay, maybe it's time to break out. But always just wait for a bit of confirmation. So personally, for my own trading strategy, I try to look for an increase in volume. In this case, there's a simple indicator here, which is a volume average line. So we could see that not only are we having green bars, but we're even getting a little bit above average. So yeah, it's picking up a little bit, not too crazy. By this bar here, I was thinking, maybe we're gonna get that chance. So anyway, I only executed after this candle had closed and we had opened up the next candle, just because even on the candle basis, we're getting another higher low, so we're still trending in the right direction. Volume started to look hot, so anyway, I put in my buy. It was easy to fill. Obviously, this is very liquid today. Just the volume is crazy. So I think it was 2:42 p.m. Yeah, around 2:42 p.m. I got in at about $6.80 and then set the stop loss, just below the last swing low. Okay, just to always protect yourself, right? So anyway, I put the purchase in here, and I didn't know exactly when or what price to target for exiting. I'm going to talk about risk to reward in a little bit and standard deviation and those other strategies that I tend to use, but just in a hurry, because I hadn't had much time to analyze the stock or anything, quickly submitted my buy order there, and I anticipated that if I had a good reasonable gain, if it's 10%, let's just take it off the table. If if I see some red candles starting to form, maybe I'll get out as well. But I didn't have a lot of expectation. I was expecting maybe at most 10%. Anyway, so I just kind of sat back and started to wait, just see what happens here. Obviously, price kept going up. I was getting, wow, I was like, wow, this is going well. I was, thinking that we're probably not going to be able to break this last high. That would be too much of a move too quickly. So personally, I was thinking, I'll probably try to get out around here. So, or maybe around $7.50 or so. So anyway, I saw this nice move up here. I saw this kind of flag pattern forming. I'm like, well, I'll just keep holding. I didn't do anything extra. I didn't add to the position. Just let it ride a little bit longer. Then we got a nice, again, volume picked up. We got a nice squeeze up again. And then when I saw this red candle, I just closed the position. So nothing crazy there, not too much to think about. The close I think was at 2:54 p.m. So around here. It was around $7.98. Obviously, I didn't get the top. Yeah, I think I got it right in here, $7.98. So again, 17% return is pretty crazy. The market's just, it's absolutely nuts. I do recommend, if you're looking at day trading, so intraday trading with the volatility, things are crazy, especially if you're picking low float stocks. Like this one is just absolutely crushed it in volume. So volume will just help you move the price that much more quickly. All right, I do want to show you quickly that the usual strategy I have, and I think we'll conclude the video there. I'll get into more detail next time, but there's uh, you know as prices go up, it gets more risky to buy things. Like I said before, I don't really like to buy breakout. I tend to get faked out a lot, meaning the price after I buy it, it immediately drops. So don't do what I do. Um, anyway, this is a rare exception. Just the volume I thought could carry it. So let's overlay a quick study that I like to put on here, which is standard deviation. And I'm just going to apply it real quick and zoom out just so you can see. So, generally speaking, price will like to return to the median. So even right now, you could say if you're looking to go long on this again, you could probably swing it up to $7 fairly easily, assuming the markets are green on Monday. But what happens here is when the price goes above, let's say, 2 standard deviations away from the mean, it's getting kind of risky to keep buying. Sale pressure starts to increase. Then we see the price push back down to 1 standard deviation. People try to dip buy here. Not a lot of us can short trade depending on what you can do in your account. Anyhow, so a lot of people bought that dip, pushed it up again. It got crushed down again, people taking profits. So anyway, when I opened this up again, I was just looking at it roughly from the shape. I didn't think we were too risky. The price wasn't too high. We were still within kind of that one standard deviation. And I was expecting, maybe at most we can get like a 1.5, kind of around this 860 at the very most. But anyway, I'm super happy with the trade. It worked out really well. Anyhow, hope that was helpful, and see you at the next trade recap.